illusion has no limits. Meghan used PR to fight back when she was excluded from the coronation. Hate is purposeful. Hello, and a very warm welcome to LVT News Channel. After the palace released the official statement that Meghan Markle would not be attending the coronation, we got fed so much PR nonsense that the actions from King Charles were so cruel. But we also have to know that this information is coming from sources who Meghan trusts, like People or Yahoo. I mean, Meghan really believed that she could move in on the royal family. She thought it was going to be easy. She thought, oh, they're so quiet, they're so reserved. They are certainly not sophisticated to catch on. To me, Meghan believed that she had the looks, the personal appeal, the intelligence and the experience necessary to force her way into the upper echelons of British society. I think her original plan was to somehow get Catherine cancelled. And then she would become the next Princess of Wales. And after that, she would become Queen Meghan. Well, of course, that plan completely backfired. She was trying to go after William, but all she could manage to land was Harry despair. So she decided it was time to execute Plan B, hooking up with William as the British Madame du Barry. And she was very upset when William rejected her. So then she decided she would go after Prince Charles. She thought surely he would want her much younger body, and her youth will spark. But unfortunately for her, Charles was not that type of man. He's a kind, compassionate, older man, and he had no idea what Meghan was even trying to suggest. But Camilla saw what Meghan was up to. And so that plan also did not work out. Finally, Meghan assumed that with the help of Grandma's favorite grandchild as her sidekick, she could somehow convince the older lady into agreeing that she should modernize the monarchy. Meghan really thought that when she had charmed the Queen into accepting her plan, she could easily bully the rest of the family members into agreeing to do things her. Meghan's plan was to call all the shots from behind the curtain of her marriage to Harry. She didn't want to have to curse to anybody. Then one day, soon after, the Queen passed away and she had managed to push all the others aside. Meghan was going to be number one and everybody would have to do her bidding. Well, Meghan got a lot wrong. Now, the Queen was elderly, sure, but she was not inexperienced or foolish at all. So she saw right through Meghan from the very beginning. She knew all about sycophants and users and double-talkers. But still, she tried her best to help Meghan because that is the type of person the late Queen was. She tried to understand Meghan, and she tried to help Meghan understand the type of quiet confidence that does not need conniving and backstabbing and lying in order to achieve goals. The Meghan really thought she knew better. She always does, though, doesn't she? So thank goodness for people like Anne and Sophie and Zara and also Prince Philip. They supported the Queen as she became physically weaker. And thank goodness for the strong, quiet, wise Queen who was not now nor had ever been the mark that Meghan considered her to be. So I'm happy that Meghan is not going to be attending the coronation. She won't be able to spread her joyless stench all over the upcoming celebration. Instead, the focus will remain on the royal family, the European nobility who traveled to the UK to come, and the statesmen from all over the world. And 2 billion people who will be watching TV all over the world when the carriage carrying the Crown King passes through London. The British will be at the feet of the royal family. And what about Meghan Markle? While she is never going to be long again, so I hope everybody in the UK can just enjoy the coronation and celebrate the royal family. After all, they do such an amazing job representing the country. You know, Meghan reminds me of my cat. I know you all have heard my little cat sometimes in the background, and boy, is she a desperate thing. She never stopped trying to steal food from my plate. It doesn't matter what it is. She'll come sneak up as slowly as she can, crawling all low in the ground, like she's invisible. And then she'll look the other way, trying to trick me. Believe